Turn on the torch. Light up the flame. Time to melt some glass, my friends. There you are. Here I am to explain, to teach, and create again. Now, this little piece right here is Illuminati. Let's see if I can get it to glow even under. See there, you can see that I'm just using the UV flashlight on it. You can see a little bit even under this glass light. Anyway, okay, Illuminati glass. Fluoresces under a black light. That's what it's all about. You know, what I'm going to do. Actually, I only need about half of that. Actually, this whole thing will be the whole piece in the long run. Only need about half of that for what I'm going to do right now, and the other half I'll just basically layer on top. I know I've just done a mushroom, but this is a twist to the mushroom, being Illuminati. Okay, count that off right now. This will be the stem to the mushroom, and I'm going to kick it up a notch or two. Oops. Of course, when you least expect it. There we go. I'll probably be able to make 2 mushrooms out of this one stem that I'm making right now. But basically, you're going to encase this whole little piece in a lot of glass. Put it right there in the middle of it all. Right in the middle of it all. I'm actually going to layer it one more time. You know that I've gone all the way around since I've already got. I'm going to do a nice long thin like that, so you say, okay, that's where I started. So I'm putting basically 2 layers of glass over that Illuminati rod. And you can do 1 layer and then stretch it and do another layer, but me, I'm just going to do it all right now, get it over with. Basically, the stem is just the base for the mushroom. And the reason I'm only doing this small amount is so that I can get the job done nicely and thusly. Okay. Now basically I'm going to heat this thing up and stretch it into a nice long rod. Well, not a long rod, but this is going to be the stem to the mushroom. And it'll look clear. Most of the time that's the deceiving part of this type of stuff. It's going to look clear. A basic, almost a clear marble or a clear mushroom until you put a black light on it. And here we go. Stretching out quite nicely. Like I said, I could probably get about 2 stems out of this. Working really, really well. And it's encased quite nicely. And it's a nice stem to do the job. Now, I'm going to go ahead and DQ swirl that. I want to start the top of the mushroom right about, I'm going to have to waste a little bit of this, but not a lot, right about there. What I'm doing is taking a pair of wire cutters and pinching it. Now I'm going to break it off. And you got a little bit of Illuminati showing in the middle. And now to the outside edge. Okay, now what we're going to do is go ahead and put the top to this mushroom on. Sound cool? Sound cool? Me too. A little bit of Illuminati in the pinch of that. There we go. Now, take that little nub. And what I'm going to do is just go over the whole top. That's got some cracks and stress going on, but it'll be fine. Warm it all in. Basically go over the whole top of this piece with the Illuminati. And that's going to be the top of your mushroom. There you go. I'm also going to, yeah, you can see where I'm going to be marving this. I'm also going to create a little bit of a pointed head there. That'll be fine. And if you wanted to spice it up a little bit, you can add some color, and it'll look like just little spots in there. Just little spots. But those little spots will be the top to the mushroom. And what I'm doing is actually touching and tugging away in little tiny spots. Nothing major. Tiny spots. And it looks like tiny spots floating in there until you put the black light on it. Okay? Now, pinch off that. Make sure there's no Illuminati in there, because who needs a little Illuminati swirl? We don't need a little Illuminati swirl, right? Pick it up a little bit of a notch. There we go. Now where the edge of the Illuminati will leave a little bit of a gap, and I can't express that enough. That little gap is going to make the difference between just a mushroom and a bloomed mushroom look to this. That gap is very, very, very important. Okay. Matter of fact, I'm going to layer a little bit more glass on the outside edge here, some more. Making sure that I do leave a gap in it. Now I'm going to add some on the bottom, and again leave that gap in the middle. And like I said, this is going to be, the stem that I've got it to is going to be on another mushroom. And I'm going to nip it off at the bottom now. There you go. Cold roll on top. Ah, of course it does. A little bit thick around the middle. Now it's time to just sort of let it warm in and flow together. I don't know if you can see it or not, the difference in the... Actually, I made the rim a little bit wider than what it should be, but it should still turn out okay. And what I'm going to do is tilt this down. This right here is the bottom of the mushroom. I'm going to tilt it down so it rounds in a little bit and comes closer to that gap. There's a nice rim bead, or a rim of the Illuminati that you can see right on the edge. Very, very important. And what's going to happen now is you see where that gap is, and now it's going to find its own level with the rest of the glass. And as it does, it's going to pull the outside rim of that mushroom with it, and it's going to become round all the way around. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Now I'm going to need a when you need something to come around. Just a punche to hold on to it. And I'm going to put a loop on the top of this mushroom. Looks like I'm going to get a couple of bubbles trapped in there, coming off the top of the mushroom, which is going to be pretty cool. Should round in quite nicely. Give it a little bit of time. Interesting. But there you go. Yeah, it came into one nice little round bubble at the very top of the mushroom. You might not be able to see it in this, but it's there. You can see the top of that mushroom, and you can also see the stem inside as it still glows a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put a bail on the top of this thing. I'm going to call that quits. Hi, Quits. How you doing? I love my bloom shrooms, as I call them. I want to thank you guys for being there as my subscribers. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do so. I'm looking forward to teaching you a lot of glass work. And if you have questions, or if you want me to try to do something, there is one request out there, and I am going to probably do it. It involves making a, I can't even think of the name of it right now. That's what I get for getting old, huh? Anyway, tap that off. Fire polish that bottom. Again, you can sort of see the green in there. Maybe a few of the dots. Let's see what happens if I put it under a black light real quick. No, it's too hot. It's not going to react. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll have that on Instagram and Facebook, showing off the prettiness of it all, and a link to it so that you can watch it. Enjoy your day. Carpe Vitro.